Hey, how's it going? So I've been gone for a long time. Between 12 and 14 days since I came back with this video to the channel. I can't be basically it's because like I've been feeling sick. Just been having typical cold, flu symptoms, and in general there's been a shortage of nurses, doctors, stuff like that. Recently in South Korea, a lot of doctors resigned from their doctor job because South Korea, or certain hospitals, certain healthcare whatever's, they're lowering the baseline of doctors to come in, making it easier for doctors to come in floods. But a lot of doctors are protesting South Korea because it's gonna bring in more worse quality doctors. It makes sense though, because it's like, you see how easy it is for anyone to be a YouTuber or a TikToker? Hey, maybe I'll talk about myself. But no, really though, like realistically, like there's some shit out there. Anyways, with that, like I said, I've been feeling really sick. So I want to go to the hospital. It was overcrowded. Last night I went, so I stayed there for 6 hours just to get a muscle relaxer, and that's it. Because like, you get like, what's it called? Peripheral neuropathy? I don't know, going through stress be doing shit. It be telling me shit. Meow. But yeah, so I just went to my other hospital, and since there's a shortage of nurses and stuff like that, it's been really stressful. So like I was just waiting to get seen by a nurse after a few hours, and then what came up was a nurse, but not just any nurse. It was a robot nurse, literally a robot nurse that came up to me. Beep boop, I'm playing. No, but the nurse did come up to me saying like, hello, how are you doing today, what's going on? Literally a robot did that to me. And guess what? That story I just said will be true for you soon. Because Nvidia, don't know how to pronounce the name, but Nvidia is making a robot, a nurse robot, that will soon be replacing real life nurses for only $9 an hour. Yeah, so all that 4+ years you worked for to become a registered nurse, or between 12 months and 2 years to become an LPN, CNA, have an associate's degree in nursing, all that's going to be wiped away entirely because there are going to be some beep boops and some metal just replacing you because, it's cheaper. Come on, what would you do? Would you pay a great down payment of $100 grand for 10 nurse robots that can do everything much more better than the average nurse can do for $9 an hour, so you save money in the long run? Or would you want to go pay 10 nurses $50 an hour for the rest of your life? So yeah, we're gonna get into that and how that's really interesting, and seeing the whole future of all of this and what y'all niggas think. And before we go into this, like, comment, and subscribe. Please make sure to interact. I am trying hard. Like, come on, bruh. Come on. Go to my website. I am serving like ebooks and like templates for your business. I am having merchandise. I am opening a zodiac collection. I am still drawing actively the zodiac signs day by day to make it cute. Follow my social medias. Yeah, honestly, I've been working on things. Post it, like that's how things work. You gotta work on it. It's only one of me, right? Please subscribe, like, comment. This is the most freest way you can support me if you don't or you cannot afford to purchase my merchandise off of Chreslie.com, or to go subscribe to my exclusive content if you're into that type of stuff, or even donate. So please just watch my ads, support me. I'm grateful, okay? All right, so, and as I am grateful, I don't know if I'm going to be grateful for these AI nurses. I don't know all of that, because I already do know that in general, within the past 5 years, the quality of nurses and doctors has gone down exponentially. It really has. Like, it's just pretty much shit nurses. It was bad enough that this whole stereotype of the mean girls being nurses has already been a thing for eons of years, over 2 decades. But in general, there's been a downgrade in quality for nurses and then doctors too, because like, having a degree don't mean nothing. Having a degree just means you have the consistency to finish it, and it's just memory skills. As long as you can repeat what's told to you, it doesn't necessarily mean you comprehend it or even care about the practice. There's so many doctors, or real life doctors, that do malpractice for fun. They don't give a fuck. So yeah, AI has been fucking up everything. not themselves. It's like they say, guns don't kill people, people kill people. Yeah, because at this point, it's just people just subsequently just replacing everybody until eventually they're gonna have to replace themselves, but they're gonna get mad like, no, you can't replace me. No, we're gonna make that illegal. You can't replace me, but I'll replace every one of y'all. It's just so funny. It's like art, and I'm gonna talk about that later, like another video about art and media and how that's gonna go. But for art overall, for media, for like, it's just like, that's the thing. It's not like people have been using AI and robots to help us with everything for years, but the difference is these people are using the robots to replace us as people, not to aid us. It's a different thing to have a robot helping you as a nurse to help, do diagnostic testing and screenings of patients, and to help doctors to easily figure out easier on what's going on with this patient without having to put them through so much trials of medication and error. That's fine. Excuse me. Sorry, the dust of bullshit had gotten to my nose of these people doing these AI dumb shit. Because it's like, dude, you don't need to replace people, bro. Because you're gonna get replaced yourself. Anyways, we're not gonna get into that. Anyways, chipmaker company Nvidia is getting into AI. Yeah, I wonder if they're killing monkeys like Elon Musk is doing that chip. Anywho, AI agents replacing nurses. They're called agents. They're nurses, essentially. And the thing is, they outperform those little motherfuckers. I'm sorry, nigga. I know you're the baddest bitch in the game. That's why you get $13,000 a month as a travel nurse. However, like, Dr. Nvidia has birthday sons of nurses, robot nurses, and they outperform you any way possible. I do apologize. That's literally the truth. Like, they literally outperform nurses in every which way possible, in performance, memorizing things, and how fast they do their things. It's just funny. Not in a good way. Funny in a bad way. I also did mention earlier in this video that AI agents, nurses, get paid $9 an hour when the average nurse in America, the average median salary is $40 an hour. For example, where I live in a more expensive state, so if I were a nurse today, registered nurse to be specific, I can get paid between $40 and $70 an hour. So yeah, that's a really big jump cut. Even in the cheapest locations of America, you can get paid $40 an hour, $35 an hour, and that's like riches. And then like you're gonna get replaced by a No, I keep saying doctor. You keep getting replaced by a robot that's working for a current US median wage. Well, $2 over, because I think they're still paying Americans $7 an hour. Yeah. So basically, like, I'm reading on my notes right now. It says they outperform OpenAI GPT-4 and LLaMA, LLaMA 2, and 70B chat. They outperform those two, and yeah, so just by me hearing that, I'm guessing like they're really good AI companies, robot functions, whatever people made. I heard of OpenAI before, so I just don't know how good and powerful it is. I didn't do that research, that extra research, but it outperforms a lot of AI robots, and it's outperforming humans, and it beats nurses in every field, as I said. So with the statistics, they outperform nurses 79% to 63%, identifying medical impact on lab values, and then 28% to 45% on other things as well, which is fucking crazy. And Nvidia says it's to help the nursing shortage, which is an understandable thing to say, and it honestly makes sense whether or not you might believe that they are being sincere. But as I did say at the beginning of the video, like, there is a shortage of doctors and nurses, irregardless of financial troubles with going through college education, the pandemic that happened a few years back. It can be a lot of things, but also it can be between like just an overall disrespect upon being like a worker in healthcare. And in general, average doctors have like 20 patients to one or something, instead of they used to have like 10 or something like that. It's like really bad. I remember like there's like 5 doctors like on like probably not on the same like floor, because I've been in hospitals a lot, but like it was really hard to find a doctor. Like at most the doctor was talking a little bit longer to the other patient. I had to wait 20 more minutes. It's not killing me, bro. Like, it's terrible now. I really had to wait 6 hours to get a muscle relaxer because I had, like, you know, pins and needles in my arms up to here. It was hurting. I was going through a lot. I'm better now. I'm better now. Don't worry about it. Yeah. So my thoughts on it, I honestly just really want to see how it plays out, because us as humans can easily say dystopian things, and we're animals at the end of the day. Meow or ooh, ooh, I really don't care. We're animals at the end of the day. We're going to think of danger, immediate danger, when we see a potential threat. So it's understandable for all of us to be like, Doc, fucking damn, motherfucker. In 50 years, Bender is going to replace us, and he's going to be our nurse. Essentially, yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't really have a negative opinion about it. I want to see how it plays out. And honestly, seeing this, it doesn't surprise me. Like, it should be expected. The only difference is, like, the people who are, what's the word I'm trying to say? Their intentions are to replace people and to basically make a robot version of, like, enslaving people from other countries. There's a reason why 90% of countries literally goes to, like, parts of South Asia and even some parts of Latin America and parts of East Asia, usually China, to enslave people for 5 pennies per item they make. There's a reason why they do that. And the good thing, and also, oh, by the way, it's really expensive nowadays to actually pay a Chinese worker to fix your stuff. So usually people are going to India and they're going to other places, I forgot where, like Vietnam and stuff like that, but it's actually been more expensive to enslave people like they used to. And so I also believe that's why they're making robots, to be a long-term investment, to be cheaper in the long term, especially if they know how to do proper upkeep on these robots on a good daily basis. And that's honestly my opinion, and that's my thoughts on it, because literally, like, people make the joke for years since the iPhone came out of how, like literally, like, the phone I'm using is an iPhone. There was a good chance a distant cousin of mine in Africa is mining that fucking chip. Like, they're literally using children from, like, Africa, the Horn of Africa, and the UAE. They're using children from that area, more specifically in South Asia, to mine for things, to mine for gold, to mine for aluminum, to mine for the things in our phones. So having robots to do all of these things small bit by bit, from instead of hiring an Indian graphic designer that probably will do the work as good as a American designer, I know you had to get a robot to do it, and let's wait a few years till it perfects it, and you know, the robot can just do it for us for free or for very cheap, alongside for everything else. So it's just like, I'm not really surprised on it. And it was kind of weird, maybe because people are being really racist back again. It's like so weird. Like, why do people be so weird right now? No, because, like, Cuban doctors are, like, one of the best doctors in the world, and for the longest time the US has been, like, literally immigrating Cuban doctors, whether permanently or temporarily, to help us. So it's like, I don't know, it's because they're also being xenophobic and racist, but because, like, you know, and plus it also is expensive to have an immigrant come here and, I don't know, pay for their stuff. I don't fucking know how it works. I'm just saying, ain't there, like, programs for where if you're a doctor outside the US, you can go in, get your shit paid for, just work? Like they got that for other countries. I have not that. I don't know. I just really think it's because, like, slavery is getting less and less cheap and people are being racist. That's my opinion. I don't know, man, nigga. I'm just saying. And obviously customer opinions are like they're mad. Like, the worst people are mad. I am very curious on how like, I'm courting asking some doy ass questions, like, no fucking shit, it's rhetorical, low-key. I'm so curious to see, like, what do nurses believe? Like, what do they think of this? Like, y'all niggas should become a practitioner at this point. Become a doctor's assistant. What do you call those niggas? I forgot to call those. It's under a doctor. You're a doctor, but not like a 100% doctor. Like, there's like a doctor, physician assistants, nurse practitioners, and then, like, senior nurses, and yeah, you know, that's my only thought, really, unless they're going to, like, replace doctors too, who knows. But I really am curious to see, what do nurses think about this? Yeah, because all I can really tell you is become a nurse practitioner. I'm unsure, and obviously you can work in like old people healthcare, geriatric care. I don't fucking know. I honestly do believe, like, for example, working like with babies and very, very sick people, I don't think those will go away. Like, I'm scared to robot I'm scared to robot my manhandle a baby or manhandle an old person and like break the little bones. So I do know in certain sectors, maybe like, and obviously if you want to work for like special education for children, helping adults with mental disabilities or developmental disabilities, or even working in schools, I think that's a good way out. But yeah, in terms of hospitals and maybe even doctor's offices, if they're not personally owned by the doctor themselves, I would not be surprised within the next 10 to 20 years or so, even actually by the end of this year, if I haven't seen it already, for Americans to really hone in this in a capitalistic way. And the reason why I'm saying that specifically because for example, in Japan, they have a cute little robot, like a cute little doctor nurse robot, and in other countries too maybe. But what I'm saying is, like, what's so interesting, and probably it's also because of maybe the country's propaganda or how it works, and plus Americans are taught and bred, and Americans themselves just are purposely selfish. They don't want to think about anyone else and read into what's going on. But it's like, it's interesting, besides Americans having a fetishization for Japan and Japan doing that same thing to themselves, but you know, people are like, oh cool, kawaii Disney, Naya-chan, I don't fucking know what they were saying, but you know, Americans were saying like, oh, that's really cute, that's cool. And the funny thing is, like, when they do in America, they're like, oh my gosh, this is dystopian. And I honestly, it's because the people themselves are dystopian. It's like I think it's beyond just being capitalistic. Like, it's just ass. People are just being mean. Like, it's not even just capitalism, bruh. But yeah, I'm really concerned, and I'm curious about the future of healthcare. Cause like, dead ass, nigga, I just said like nurses and doctors are getting worse, nigga. Like, I think the dentist and the registered hygienist, registered dental hygienist, I think those niggas are fine. Like, I honestly believe they're very, like, nowadays they're very like disorganized, but it also depends where you go to. But yeah, I do believe like dental offices has been, orthodontist offices have been like more disorganized, been lower quality. But honestly, it's just, I don't really know. I'm going on a little bit of a tangent at this point because I'm thinking, like, I'm thinking, I'm like, whoa, like, this shit is really turning to shit. And I have to talk to this in another video about how healthcare is like be scamming these niggas in healthcare, be giving them shit that they don't need. So I gotta go talk to that in another video. But yeah, that's the future of my haircut for you. That's my thoughts on the future of healthcare. Just more scamming and more scamming and more scamming, and just replacing people because they want to be cheap. But then who gonna be what? We all can't be YouTubers and electricians. I don't really know what we're gonna do. But yeah, that's pretty much it. What do you think about it? You as a nurse, motherfucker? You a nurse? I don't really know anyone personally that is a nurse. What do you think? I have a lot of empathy for nurses, and I have a lot of critiques about this new thing, but the critiques aren't really 100% because I have to see how this plays out. But yeah, we know them AI people that be, those AI supporters, they be losers. I don't want to sound so mean, but it's just like, there are always a certain type of people like, oh my god, yes, Bored Ape NFT, ugh, yes, AI of yassified Mona Lisa painting yassified Leonardo da Vinci. Oh my god, AI trilobites with big mommy milkers, and a guy that looks simply concerningly, he looks like the guy, like the guy that people push for eugenics. I just feel like eugenics, that's another video to talk about, but yeah, that's it. But I do feel like eugenics is still being pushed out, besides people are being like Nazis and weird right now. I don't know what's that about. I'm talking about another video, but they really are pushing on eugenics again, because like, why does every race need the same facial structure? Like, I'm tired of healthcare, I'm tired of this AI, I'm tired of eugenics, I'm tired of washing out every fucking thing, bruh. I'm tired of it all, nigga. They're washing it out. Plus, also, I do believe with these fucking nurse doctor robot things, I do feel like it also might still, like, I feel like it might shut down, I don't know, not shut down people, but like censor, I don't know. I just feel like, I don't have a good feeling about this. Like, I really don't. And I do believe to a certain extent there might be a certain amount of malpractice, and also you can't really like believe what companies say to you full front, because they're going to say that, yes, our robots got 90% accuracy. Yes, our robots outperform all the nurses. But what if that was like a sample testing? What if that was only good like that time? What if they're lying? Like, what if they're lying? Or they're embellishing it? Like, cause like this is like, plus that's what I hate about Americans. They just blindly accept anything. I'm like, nigga, bro. Like nigga, bro. Like, no, like for real, like what if the fucking robot starts manhandling me and crushing my fucking I'm not even gonna get into that. And that's my critiques. Like, bye nigga. Bye nigga. I hope you have a great day. Please, if it's like a petition or something, I don't fucking know. Let's all pray. Let's all pray. I don't give a fuck if you're atheist, nigga. Let's all fucking pray that these fucking robot nurses don't take us over, bruh. I'm not in the mood. It's bad enough these fucking human doctors be lying about, oh, you got this or you got that, or be ignoring your symptoms. What do you think a fucking robot gonna do? I know I'm comparing a nurse robot to an AI Wendy's drive-through robot, but they can barely even get your fucking order right. So what do you think a nurse gonna do for me? And like, people be thinking, like, people say like, cause like, you know, they go by algorithm, and you know, humans are making it and some humans are biased. Well, at least I'm being racist. Like, like, it don't matter if I'm a fucking N-word monkey. Like, fucking fix me, bruh. I don't know. Peace out.